Welcome to another video of Lord PeteyTV Plays. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be going through a couple of dungeons here, and what we're going to be doing is we're going to be talking about what we do in certain situations and how we kind of fix them and went through it, how the bosses are dealt with, and so on and so forth. We're going to be dealing with multiple different classes. I would say it's going to be up to 5 or 6 different classes, but as of right now we're prioritizing Druid and Monk, or I should say Balanced Druid and Brewmaster Monk. So please check us out. We're going to be doing a lot of other keys for other classes too, so we'll see you all soon. This is week 4 of Dragonflight, and what we're doing here is we're going to be showing you videos for us doing Tyrannical, Storming, and Raging. So please keep an eye, and I hope you enjoy the video. Now, one of the hard things here on Murozond's Rise is when you're dealing with these ads. These ads around this first area are very, very annoying, and there's no way to get around it because they have all these specialty abilities. Now, you kind of get used to it over time, but there are some issues and some problems. The other tip I can tell you about this area right here is that on Tyrannical weeks, you can end up grouping the pulls together and kind of dealing with them together. But the other problem is that on Tyrannical weeks, you're just going to have lots and lots of ads that are going to be okay. But Fortify is where it's going to hurt the most, so be really, really careful with that. Other than that, with the mini bosses that are around, just make sure you're ready to, take them out of, their sand or their orbs or whatever the specialty thing it is.
They're going. We're doing one more. Seeing if we can get all 2 18s in the vault on this guy. Be a good, place for us for next week too. How you been doing with your keys and everything this week? Sign up for next week is ready, by the way, Amy. I don't know if you're going to be around or not. I think our biggest issue last week was that we didn't have enough healers, because we only had 3. We had some problems. I think if we have 4, it's going to be real smooth. Alright, ready?
Tier isn't too bad to deal with. The thing with tier is it's all about foot placement and mechanics. So you're going to want to make sure that you're taking care of the, the first set of the demise that comes. You got to make sure you got to take care of the AoE. You got to take care of the knockback. You need to know those abilities, and you need to know how to deal with them properly. You need to be able to also deal with the annihilates. The orbs move faster on the gold, so you want to make sure you minimize the gold placement. People don't realize that, so that's why if you see I'm putting them in a certain spot. Unfortunately, sometimes you lose some people, but thankfully that's why I can res people and get those balls and orbs that are formed. Those balls and orbs that are formed, if they hit that center thing, it'll end up just taking longer for you to end up killing the boss. And make sure you're allowing multiple people to get those orbs, because it does help them to damage the boss.
One second, Amy, I see you typing. Titanic blow, Titanic blow. Gremlin! We got him.
Are you looking to support the channel? Please make sure you go to our merch store. The link is in the comments below. We have mugs, shirts, lots of cool things that we will love you to purchase and be wearing and supporting the channel. I greatly appreciate it, and thank you so much.
Was I always tried to play too many characters during the expansions, and I think that's what really hindered me to do a lot of things. So that's why I'm trying to focus on just the monk and the druid right now. And then after that, I'll go into my other characters. Even though, like, right now, the earlier in the season is probably easier to do things. I just got hit and I didn't see any orbs around me. That's fantastic. Did anybody get across? I'm hoping either the priest did or the hunter. Oh. And the last one, I think. Oh my god. What is going on? Portal open. I'm saying the thing.
The trash in this portion of the dungeon is some of the worst trash I feel that I've ever had to deal with. So this was one of the last weeks we ended up, kind of going through our circle rotation on this thing. Now we kind of just go right down the middle and we just pull the sides where we got to go. So the heart of this situation is you just want to get access to the 2 side portals as quick as you possibly can. That way, Chromie can do her little chatting and can get you in there. We also always go towards Battlefield first because we can end up using Lust on that boss instead of Morchi. As always, just wanted to make sure you know we partner with Sub2R for our gamer glasses, our green screens, our camera mounts, our cameras, all of those enjoyable objects that we end up using while streaming for our long gaming sessions to help increase our quality of our streams. So make sure you use Lord PeteyTV at sub2r.com when you end up going there and purchasing some of this amazing gear.
Get this guy done, we'll go to the next. I feel like Alliance is cooler looking stuff. But Horde has more gritty. Whoa, Gremlin. Is there only 2 dudes? There should be 3. Well, that was bugged. Take her aggro. There we go. guys gonna ask for?
Alright, ready?
The reason why we lust on here instead of Morchi is because we find that more and more people, especially in pug scenarios, do not know how to get out of the frontal cone for the shockwave. They don't know how to get out of the bombs, and they don't know how to get out of the what's it called? The tornado, the whirlwind spin. In addition to that, if you're running right through the middle and you're killing more people, it's just buffing the boss. So there's so many different mechanics on this fight that make this a way harder fight than Morchi when you're working in a pug scenario. Hence why we lust here and get through it so we don't have to deal with any of our problems.
I will make sure I put my shield on me. Thank you, sir. Need to come down. There it is.
Make sure you end up checking out our other channels. We have a sister channel called Gaming Fire with Lord PeteyTV, which we end up giving you some specific gaming news that is popping up here and there throughout the whole entire week. And then make sure you're also checking out our Stories with Lord PeteyTV, where we end up giving you little short stories that he's handwritten throughout the whole entire week, which we think you'll greatly appreciate. Thank you so much, and check those out. And hit the subscribe button here when you are ready. So how do you keep yourself hydrated over those long gaming sessions? Here at Lord PeteyTV, we end up using Rogue energy drinks. That is what we use here. We end up drinking those throughout the whole entire sessions. Please make sure you go there and use Lord PeteyTV at checkout when you end up purchasing some of those amazing drinks. Here we are once again on Morchi. Somebody early pulled on me, but I was able to get it back and control it. Trying to keep the sandblasts away from the melee as we're going through. So as we're going through this fight, we're ending up DPSing as much as we can. Here's our hats, which kind of keep an eye on where we got to go for that. Who doesn't have it? Found it. DPS down, and from there we go and we go forward. Now the traps, I try to place myself in between a trap and also where Morchi is. That way I can end up, doing the most amount of damage possible. Also, people don't realize this, but on Tyrannical, you feel it a little more. Every time a familiar face is trapped, it ends up doing damage to the group, and the damage stacks. So you don't want to just do all 5 at the same time, unless your healer can take care of it.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Thank you, Gremlin.
And the hero died last minute. I'm gonna watch the unmarked if you can watch the marked. Come on. Don't it? I still have Luster the last boss again. Perfect. You know when I prefer to do Luster, right? The transition. When we go to the far side. Yeah. Because if you don't kill those guys before they start popping out, it's a problem. Mm-hmm.
The last boss is a little silly, but we kind of have to deal with him and the way he is. The most difficult portion about him is timing. So what you're going to want to deal with when it comes to your timing is you want to make sure you're pulling him into a certain location so he is dealing with everything properly. So if you notice, I end up pulling the first keeper towards, the portal. That way I could DPS him and the portal at the same time. Because the damage you put right now on Delios is the same one, that it's the same damage amount that you're going to have to put less on later in the fight. So you end up putting them together, you end up DPSing them down here, and you end up moving to the next location. So we kind of do that over and over and over again until we can kind of get everything taken care of, and it works super, super well. So we end up getting it done, we're getting it down, and we kind of work through it. So it was not too bad. The end portion, I always try to go in a clockwise or counterclockwise motion and leave more than ample space for any melee damage that is going to be participating, because we know that melee are going to need to be able to walk around the boss and have some space.
All right.
Sometimes you move a little more than we need to,
over, then you lust
but that's just because of the melee needing to have that space.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, like lust now.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I feel like the only thing that can screw us up right now is the orbs. And that's Not you. That's on them.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Thank you so much for taking your time out and checking out the amazing videos that we are ending up producing here. Now, just a reminder, we end up putting videos out throughout the whole entire week involving our Mistweaver Monk, our Brewmaster Monk, our Boomkin Druid, our Guardian Druid, our Combat Rogue, and many other classes throughout the whole entire week. But please make sure you come and check us out. We are doing this every single week live on twitch.tv every single Monday through Friday. Please come check us out. Subscribe to our YouTube page here and our sister pages. And if you're looking to support the channel, you know where to find it. Thank you so much and have a fantastic rest of your day.